Hello, I'm John Leary-Joyce, and welcome to this webinar that combines Gestalt, coaching, and Tango. I've been practicing Gestalt for 40 years, coaching for 25, and dancing Tango for 15 years. And this webinar and subsequent workshop is my integration of these three passions in my life that I have discovered creates profound change. So let's have a look at our objectives for this session. So first of all, to understand Gestalt principles, specifically focusing on embodied awareness, somatic awareness, and then primarily using Tango as an opportunity to experience those dynamics of leading and following and apply it directly to the coaching relationship. So we have here three interlocking Gestalt principles that are relevant to our dancing Tango. And the first is this notion that Gestalt is a relational approach. And of course, as is Tango, the old phrase, takes two to tango. And our focus in this work is about, first of all, awareness of yourself, who you are, and a focus right on here and now, what's going on in the present and your presence as you come to your coaching relationship or to dancing Tango. And then the quality of contact between yourself and the other. So let's start off looking at this notion of awareness in the here and now. And we talk with one of the key elements of Gestalt is being present in the moment. Well, it's a sort of a tautology, this statement, because of course you can't be present at any other point other than right now, because you can't be present yesterday or tomorrow. So we have the focus right now in the moment, and we are going to make the most of that opportunity to create change. And one other area where you may be very familiar with this sort of work is in the approach of mindfulness, which is the same. It's about attending to what's going on for you in the moment, in the present. Now, ICF connect in with these elements in terms of their competencies. It's looking at, first of all, evoking awareness. So it's about challenge the client to address awareness and discover insight through that. And about sharing experience in the moment. So these are our connections in between what we're doing here in this webinar and workshop and how it fits with the ICF requirements for coaching. Let's look now at the self in relation to other. And this is my model for addressing this. So first of all, we look inside yourself. And again, linking here to the ICF competencies, looking at behavior perception. It's in brackets here because in this particular competency, we don't mention perception, but it's mentioned later on, thinking and emotion. So inside, so first of all, we have perception, what you taste, touch, see, hear, and smell. Now, in your coaching practice, you're using primarily see, what you see and what you hear. And of course, with Tango, the emphasis is primarily on touch, how we use our physical connection with the other to create the dance. But there is also very much, of course, watching what's going on and hearing, especially if you're relating to the music. And of course, when we take in our perception, we have feelings, and these are both physical and emotional. And Gestalt focuses on the fact that both of these are inseparable. Our physical being is a reflection of our emotions, and our emotions are manifest in our bodies. And of course, we can use this in our coaching practice to great effect to help someone become aware of how they're feeling, and in their gestures and movement, help them be more in touch with their mood and their emotional state. The third component is our cognition, the way we think. And this is very central to making sense of our perception and our emotions. And this forms the sort of the area of interest in our coaching practice. And then, of course, we're looking at what's outside you, engaging with the other. And we talk about this in Gestalt as the contact, but it's the behavior that you exhibit when you're engaging with another. And of course, it's connected completely to the way you perceive the other, the physical feelings that are evoked in that relationship, and how you make sense of it in terms of your thinking. Now, in coaching, of course, we are paying attention to all of these 4 areas, but specifically in Tango, we're focusing down on this middle triangle: perception, feeling, behavior, contact. Now, we tend to find that when we're focusing on these 3 areas, that our thinking tends to get in the way. So initially, we will use our rational approach to help understand some of the concepts and the way we move. But as we move on, we're focusing on letting go of our thinking. And we know that in our coaching practice, it's often our thinking. We're thinking about the next question, about what's going on, being concerned about what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing. And that tends to get in the way, very much so in Tango as well.